Hey, what's up guys? Joker here. Hope everyone is doing well out there. Today we have got some very exciting news to discuss as Returnal, the PlayStation 5 exclusive, now appears to be coming to the PC thanks to a post over on the Steam database, so we'll get into all of the details of that. Also, Sony had an investor call yesterday confirming that they have been very successful with their PlayStation exclusives coming over to the PC and how they're eyeing the PC and the mobile market in the future to continue to expand on that, so we can expect even more PlayStation exclusives into the future. But after this ad break, we'll get right into it. But first, today's video is brought to you by Primetekmart.com, where you can save money on software like Windows 10 Pro licenses for under $25. They've also got Windows 10 Home for under $20, and now Windows 11 Pro you can grab over on Primetekmart.com. They've also got Office 2019 and the new Office 2021. And if you want to save an additional 20% at checkout on Windows 10 or any other software, go ahead and click Buy It Now, and during the checkout process, go ahead and put JP20 in and apply that coupon, and that'll give you 20% off of any software that you happen to pick up over there. So for Windows 10 Pro, you can see it dropped our price down from $24.46 to under $20. So be sure to hit up the links down in the description below, and don't forget to use my coupon code JP20 at checkout for an additional 20% off. First up though, let's talk about Returnal, the PlayStation 5 exclusive that came out, I believe it was last year. It's a very difficult roguelike and typically not a genre that I enjoy, but I actually did a video on this last year because I actually ended up falling in love with this game. I haven't fallen in love with roguelikes totally, but I really do like this particular one because of the bullet hell nature of it, and I just really enjoy the weapons and the environments and sort of getting the procedurally generated, loadouts and stuff like that. It's kind of like luck of the draw every time that you load in. So excited to see that this game is actually going to be coming to PC, and even though this has not been officially announced, you could pretty much say that it is, because it's over on the Steam database, and it was also featured in a leak last year where NVIDIA GeForce Now titles were leaked, and some of them were PlayStation exclusives that hadn't even been announced yet, the likes of God of War, as well as the Uncharted remaster that's coming out in June, supposedly. So all that stuff has been accurate so far, and Returnal was also in that list of games. But if we come over to the Steam database, there was an updated post made today, actually, and it's called Oregon, which, is what it is. But if we look at the details of this, it actually becomes a lot more obvious. So in the tags for it, they list single player, online co-op, which it has. It's also a third-person shooter, bullet hell, sci-fi, atmospheric, roguelike shooter, action female protagonist, third person. So all of these tags are definitely sounding like Returnal, but it actually goes a little bit further than that. If we look at the history of the updates on here, it mentions things very specifically that are from Returnal, like Atropos, which is the alien planet that your ship, the Helios, crashes on in Returnal, which is also mentioned here. They have Helios mentioned right here, as well as the Tower of Sisyphus, which was added back in, I want to say March. At the end of March. It's basically like sort of like a horde mode sort of type of thing. It's like a never-ending mode that you can kind of play after you finish the game, and you sort of work your way up this tower, and it gets progressively more and more difficult, and you really just try to see how long you can last on the Tower of Sisyphus with different waves or different levels of enemies as you go through it. So very specific things obviously mentioned here. Like I said, Tower of Sisyphus, that's part of Returnal. Helios, that's your ship. Atropos is the planet you land on. And, that combined with the other information of the user tags, third person, bullet hell, roguelike shooter, it's fucking Returnal, dude. So, yeah, it seems like Returnal will be coming to Steam at some point in the future. Don't know exactly when that's going to be. I would hope that it's going to be by the end of the year, as it was made on Unreal Engine 4, so it should be a fairly easy port for them to handle and move over to the PC platform. So that's all very exciting to see. And, some people are saying that they'll probably announce it after the Uncharted collection comes out in a couple of months, and I would hope that that would be the case. So hopefully we get some confirmation on this soon. But for right now, I'm going to say, even though this is just a rumor and this is just, it doesn't appear to be some kind of a placeholder type of situation. Like, this was officially added into Steam with all these mentions to Returnal. So it looks like it's coming to PC, boys. So hang in there. Hopefully you guys will be able to enjoy this PS5 exclusive very soon. And of course, Sony's going to want to bring Returnal over to the PC. They've been absolutely crushing it since they decided back in 2020 to start bringing games over to the PC, like Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, so on and so forth. I know a lot of people are still waiting to hear about Bloodborne, is the one people constantly bring up as wanting to come to the PC. We also got Days Gone. So all of these games coming to PC is awesome. It's something I had been asking for years, because it is a no-brainer for them to expand their customer base for, Sony published titles. And I honestly don't know how it took them this long to finally realize it, but they did. Yesterday, their president Jim Ryan, in an investor call, said, and I quote, "By expanding to PC and mobile, we have the opportunity to move from a situation of being present in a very narrow segment of the overall gaming software market to being present pretty much everywhere." So yes, it's obvious. If you're going to limit yourself to one platform, then you're I mean, obviously they did well enough for all of these years to continue along with the PlayStation systems, but expanding to the PC market is like taking something that you've already got and just making it available to more people at a very minimal cost of what they would have to pay a small development team to essentially port the game over to PC. And I'm not saying that is a super easy task, and I'm sure it still ends up costing them probably a few $1,000,000, I would have to guess, it just wages and getting it onto the PC and then marketing it to the PC audience and stuff. But it's nowhere near what they spend on developing a game from, day one until a completed product and all of that stuff, especially when they're giving us these games now, like it's seeming like a year or two after they come out on PS5 or PS4. So they've already got all the patches and the updates and stuff that have kind of gone into that game, and then it would hopefully land on the PC smoothly with all of those patches, and then really they have to worry about performance optimization, which up until now they've done a pretty good job with. God of War was a fantastic port, really no complaints about that one, and it seems like they've been getting better with every title that they move over to the PC. In that call, they also mentioned that their net sales went from 35 million in 2020 to 80 million in 2021, and the company projects that this growth will continue exponentially with an estimated $300 million in PC sales by the end of 2022's fiscal year. So obviously this is growing huge for them, and honestly, I wish them the best of luck. I know they're a multi-billion-dollar corporation, but honestly, at the end of the day, I just want to see good games come over to the PC. And if that incentive for them to do it is making money, then go ahead and have at it, Hoss. Make all the fucking money you need, because more games on PC is better for everyone. So that's all I've got for you guys today. Please let me know your thoughts down in the comments below on the news story regarding Returnal potentially coming to the PC. And I'll catch you guys next time for another video. Peace.